Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and today we're going to be reviewing Season 1, Episode 1 of classic Doctor Who, the William Hartnell era, An Unearthly Child, The Cave of Skulls. These all air on BritBox. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. There's about 600 episodes in the pre-New Who era, the classic Who Doctors 1 through 7, and plus 8th Doctor and multiple other things on here that you can check out as well. Obviously, spoilers ahead, subscribe and a like. So this episode was really good again. Very weird, different, and truly paying homage or homage to what we know in history and through life as, enjoying history and science and that sort of stuff. And this episode focused on these cavemen slash women trying to conjure up the power of fire, learning about the hierarchy and who's the leader, who's going to make fire, who's going to bring them food in. And, we still haven't had aliens in, but I've seen episode 5 introduces us to a great villain, and obviously the first appearance of them. But obviously the first 4 episodes are going to feature just simply the Doctor against the cavemen. And I think that's brilliant. It was a very simple episode. The visuals were really cool and good. I loved how Ian's beginning to understand, and the first steps he took outside the TARDIS was brilliant. He's still in denial to the fact of how this is possible, but he's exploring his mind and his emotions, and I loved it. To see the Doctor get captured was a very surprising thing, and I like how most of the episode was purely, beginning of it was focused on the companions, and the rest of the episode was mainly the cavemen, and you're seeing how the Doctor's always been able to persuade and try and get himself out of situations. As long as he can get hold of his matches, he'll be able to cause the fire and get them the fire and sort the hierarchy out, allowing him to escape at some point. But it's really cool. It's been a great introduction to some new characters, to world building, and seeing how the Doctor's traveling works. I like how they made reference to the fact that the TARDIS usually camouflages itself wherever it goes. I thought that was a cool introduction to the history of the TARDIS. Obviously in the last episode, I don't think I touched on this, how young Sarah came up with the anagram of TARDIS and how she came up with the name. I'm glad it was her who came up with it. I think that was really cool. There's just a lot of goodness about this as a series. It truly captivates the world of Doctor Who, what we know and love. William Hartnell being very charismatic and likable in this episode. He's truly a great person, and we're seeing the origins of why they say Doctor Who. And yeah, it was truly an incredible episode. I love these episodes. I love the stories. I love the way they're shot. Like I said, the old green screens they use. I don't know if they used blue screens back then. Always cool to see how many extras and how many people are involved in the casted. I thought it was a very simple episode for a Doctor episode, but it just did what it did and needed to. And then they kept on referencing that he had fire coming from his hands. And I don't know if that's like a teaser for the future, and then foreseeing his regeneration and exploring the regeneration concepts. So I think that's really cool how they included that. But An Unearthly Child has been a fantastic introduction. We've watched 2 parts out of 4. Episode 3 and 4 will drop tomorrow, and that'll be the Unearthly part of the first season. There's 36 episodes, I believe, in season 1, which is unthinkable because in modern day we got 12. I mean, the most recent one we got 5 or 6. So to get 36 episodes, but like 6 or 7 serials is mad. But stay up to date with the channel. I hope you check these episodes out at some point because they truly are magnificent. You can't really, what I will say is you can't compare these to New Who. They're so different on a scale of, difference. You can compare the Doctors, but the actual episodes itself, because of the black and white, because of the different cameras and shots they were using back then in comparison to what they do now, it'd be an impossible challenge because the modern day series and episodes look a million times better because of the time period. It's just how it is, just how it always will be. But for what they did back in the day, the design of the TARDIS, the design of the landscape, the design of the costumes and characters, and everything about it was brilliant. So go check it out for yourself, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and let me know down below your thoughts on Classic Who. Goodbye.